He has been the one that has led the line, not only just the press, but of course hitting the back of the net and continued on. And it has to flow through Dejan Joveljic. If you are a Sporting Kansas City fan, you are extremely happy that he is back in the starting lineup.
The atmosphere, as always, remarkable. We are underway from Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Colorado as Colorado play host to Sporting Kansas City. Goal. As he plays with fire a little bit there, a rare error from him. It's cut to the top of the box and it's punished.
Gets the assist to Dejan Joveljic. This is exactly what you don't want if you're Chris Armisen, exactly what you want if you're Carey Zavagnin. This is a late birthday gift for Carey Zavagnin.
There's a long look forward off of the boots of Atencio, a beautiful switch. It's taken down by Harris. Harris stings the hands of the keeper. That's better. Harris. Back to Cudi Pietro. Looking to round the defender, threads it to Calvin Harris. Harris, too tame of a shot. Be Manu Garcia. Deep corner kick over the head, headed away. Back into the danger zone on the volley. Joveljic was looking for a second. Give away. Falls to Calvin Harris. Harris wound up the strike, it's blocked. Cudi Pietro through the first. Cudi Pietro deflection. Big save, Polskamp. Polskamp tried to smother, and it'll be a penalty. Georgi Mihailovic gets there first, and John Polskamp takes him down.
Definitely touched the ball on the eye test. This one looks like a penalty to me, and this is exactly why you want the likes of Georgi Mihailovic back in the starting lineup.
Mihailovic hits the post. Colorado looking to find another way in as it's headed forward towards Navarro.
And Georgi Mihailovic goes to his left, and Polskamp guesses right. Just pushes it just too far to his left. And Georgi Mihailovic, you can see here, he just hooks it a little bit too much, and they have more opportunity to get Navarro with more than just 2 shots in the first half.
Atencio to Mihailovic. Mihailovic driven cross. Navarro just couldn't find a way to sneak it in.
And this is the second time that we've said this here, where the service just goes maybe inches. Actually, no, I take it back. The service is good from Georgi Mihailovic. Gets his head up. It's in the right area. There's just a lot of traffic there. Connor Ronan has a quietly good first half.
What a ball that is forwards. Be chased down by Cudi Pietro. Kept in, dropped to the top of the box. Mihailovic!
Oh. Wow.
Somehow, it doesn't ripple the back of the net.
Just talking about how good Connor Ronan has been in the first half. He's played a few balls to this level, but nothing this good. That is delicious long play there, and I love what Ted Cudi Pietro's been doing in this first half. Gets down to the end line, does exactly what you're supposed to do.
As here they come instantly through Calvin Harris. Harris driving positively, squares it to Navarro. Wow. And what a save by John Polskamp. Drops to the top of the box as the long effort over the crossbar by Josh Atencio.
An excellent start from the Rapids. Georgi Mihailovic understands that Calvin Harris can stretch the field. I told y'all, if you get him running in behind your defense, there's going to be a lot of trouble. Now you're starting to look at this performance from a different lens than we were in the first half. I was a lot more optimistic in terms he offers something different to all of the other players that are in the starting lineup tonight. He's able to stretch the line. He's also able to put good in services as well.
Here's Thommy. Ooh. Thommy cutting through the challenges. Thommy! A glorious individual effort from Eric Thommy, and he just loves to score against the Colorado Rapids.
If you want to know why, Eric Thommy has been one of the best players to play in MLS since he arrived just three and a half seasons ago. This is exactly why. He's able to fade, not 2, not 3, 4 Colorado defenders. The hold-up play is excellent. Then he says, okay, I'll just knife straight through, bang, puts it in the back of the net. Sporting Kansas City doesn't need much of the ball. They don't need a lot of chances. In fact, this is just the 4th shot in the entire game, the 2nd goal 4 goals, 4 assists for Eric Thommy on the year. He says, yeah, my bow and arrow is working. The uppercut is absolutely lethal. 2-0, but you now have to ratchet it up in terms of the expectations. You have to find the back of the net to get yourself in this match.
Calvin Harris, early cross in, a header, beautiful save. John Polskamp gets up and tips it over the crossbar. Exclusive NetCam replay is brought to you by T-Mobile.
Yeah, T-Mobile is blessing us because you won't find a better view at this. The overall ability of his players to play in multiple positions. Here comes Colorado.
A giveaway will fall favorably as a strike driven. Polskamp grabs it at a second opportunity.
What we're seeing is Colorado is not giving up, and that's what I like at least, but they need that one moment.
Navarro put it into an area yet again. John Polskamp comes up huge. Navarro couldn't get the touch there. And dangerous in transition. Driving forward. And the ball will find Toy. Toy!
Ooh.
A dangerous strike to that front post. Felt like it could have been saved.
And what Mason Toye is saying is that at the end of the day, Nico Hansen got a touch on it here. And this sums up the way the game has been played out.
A magnificent performance.
Yeah, fire performance for Eric Thommy.
Here's Yappi. Yappi cutting to the line, goes to
that's
ground.
That's a pen for sure.
And Ian James, the youngster, with a naive tackle.
On the defensive side in this second half as he subs into the game as a halftime substitute here. But Darren Yappi does an excellent job to not only push the ball toward the end line, he gets...
Navarro against Polskamp. A stutter step. Navarro! No doubts!
Is because of Darren Yappi. Gets to the end line, draws the penalty. Navarro looks Polskamp in the eye and says, I'm not going to do what happened in the first half. I'm going to bury this one. When they get into the film room and analyze how they were able to leave Dick's Sporting Goods Park, with all 3 points.
And the final whistle blows. For the first time since 2014, Sporting Kansas City have picked up 3 points in Colorado.